Hey guys, Andrew Murray here. I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of some of the basics of Facebook that you might not be aware of. Okay, so basically what you're going to see is if you are running ads, you're going to see ads over here. Your notifications, these are things like where your people like your photo, or you're invited to an event, or anything that has to do with what's going on Facebook, your invitations, all that stuff. So there is going to be a lot of junk in there, but it is what it is. Here's where your messages are, where you can basically message people, and you can also get there from the messages tab right here, and then you can talk about just kind of continue conversations. Okay, and there's a search bar here. Okay, so if you want to search for a certain message, you can search for that there. Okay, here's your friend requests. And what I would recommend is, if you're trying to build up your Facebook account, you really want to think of quality over quantity, because I have 5,000 friends, and when I do a status update, nowhere near 5,000 of them see that status update. Okay, so what I would focus on would be people that are high caliber. I'm never going to add someone that doesn't bother to put a picture in, or let's say that has a picture of something else, because I'm looking for real people. Okay, so stuff like this I'm never going to add. All right, now it also says mutual friends, so you can see how many mutual friends that they have. So if I was going to decide if I was going to be friends with someone, I would right click, open that up in a new tab, and just take a brief scan of the profile. Okay, because you can kind of see, okay, so there are some real photos. Here are the mutual friends, but there's not a whole lot else there. And I'm really looking for people that fill out the about thing on their profile. Okay, I'll show you how to do that in a sec. So down here, all right, so this is your news feed, and you can edit your settings here, and this is basically, you can hide posts from a particular person. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you could do that. This other tab here basically allows you to rearrange some of your favorites. So if you click on that little gear icon beside any of these things, like beside any of these groups, you can click rearrange, and then you can drag them into an order that's going to be good for you. Now I would recommend, the groups that you're a part of, you should really be, if you're part of let's say a primary opportunity, or there's maybe one or two groups that you participate in, put those ones at the top. Like I have Internet Marketing Dojo here, and stuff like that. But it's really up to you to kind of put this in whatever order that you want to put it in. Okay, and then just click done at the bottom here when you're done. Okay. Same thing with pages. You can add pages. Well, this is your pages section. So if you want to add your pages to the favorites, because this is the favorite section, okay, up here. And then the same thing with groups, okay, and then friends, and there's apps and all that stuff. And you don't really need to worry about that for right now. But one thing that I did want to talk about is some people want to open a brand new profile when they're start marketing, right? Because they do use Facebook, let's say, for personal, and so there's a lot of people that have that conflict of, well, if I use my Facebook for personal, how do I use it for business as well? Because you don't want to basically be like this guy and post something like this on your status update, right? That's that's not going to be very good. I mean, he's posting in a group, but the same kind of thing. Now there is one thing that I do want to point out about what this guy is doing right, is he actually says message me for information, or you could say PM me. it's a little bit of two calls to action at once here. Message me and then friend request for faster response. It just kind of sounds a little bit like overhype for me, but it is, when you are starting to promote something, never underestimate the value of curiosity. Okay, so I wouldn't necessarily go out and basically say, hey, here's the here's a link to the great program, check it out. I would say something that could drive some curiosity about it, have people come into you, and then you'd end it with a PM me, right? So at least that's what I do. Okay. This kind of thing, I mean, like, you can tell it's just spam and scam type stuff. So what else? So yeah, you can have chat on over here. I don't actually have chat on, but if you are serious about building your business and you're serious about using Facebook, do it. Have chat on so you can chat with these people. And ideally, you're going to want to have multiple chats open at once. Okay, and that's kind of the most important thing that you can do. All right, now there are some options here. You could go into close all your chat tabs. Turn off the sidebar, and you can show games. I've chosen to unshow games because that's just a big distraction, right? So if I show games, then it shows that there, and here's how to turn that off. Okay, and then also you could hide this sidebar. I don't know why you want to do that necessarily, but because chat is a big part of marketing on Facebook. Okay. Now a couple other things that I want to show you is basically you can go here, and this, when you go into Facebook, have this be your default view, okay? Because then you don't have the news feed, which is going to distract you. You just have people that are like posting on your wall or things that you've posted and stuff like that, okay? You have your photos here. And it is important to tag relevant people in photos because you'll show up in their photo section and stuff like that. So that's always a good thing to do. And then it has your friends here. Okay, so these are some of your friends, and I've integrated Instagram, so you see my Instagram there. Some books that I liked, War and Peace. Yes, it's a great book. And then music and stuff like that. Okay, movies, things that you like, all that thing. Okay, groups. So all of these are a wealth of information that you can kind of go into. Here's a review I did of this Parasite guy, Parasite marketer. But basically, the main thing that you want to do is make sure that you have a good profile picture, okay, and a good cover photo. Now, it is good to change these up, from now and then. Just make sure it's a nice photo of you, okay? Not of, like your primary company or something like that. People want to connect with people, okay? And I think that's important. So when you click this update info button, okay, or you click about and then you can click manage. What this does is you can basically manage the sections that you want to have. So I've taken off places because what I found in marketing is if someone tags you in something and they live in like California, it shows that you were in California. So that doesn't really make sense to me. And so you can turn a couple of these things off, reorder them however you want. And you saw these ones down the side. Now the reason I wanted my friends, and then these ones you can't move, but I put Instagram at the top because it's a very visual type of platform. Okay, above groups, I have groups way down here because people looking at my profile, I want them to see stuff that I'm into first. And if you go to my profile, you see it's all filled out with real stuff. Okay, the other thing to do is click update info. Okay. And basically what you can do is you can add different places that you've lived. Where have you worked? Add this stuff in and fill it out. Okay. So you see that, you can fill this stuff out. Definitely fill out your contact information because this shows on the public about page. So when people see that, I'm going to get some traffic that's going to spill over to, some of these different, different sites, right? So leave that public, put in your phone number, put in your address, just, really fill it out. Okay. The thing that you want to do is make sure that everything is completely filled out as much as possible. So here's an About You page or the About You section. This is a place where people, again, will read. So you want to fill this out. And right now I just have a testimonial from Mike Dillard there. I could probably do it better. But one of the things that is good is you want to break it up with space between this. You don't want a huge paragraph because it is kind of small text. And, if you just write a long paragraph and then a long paragraph, it's not going to be the easiest to read. So you want to dress it up a bit. And of course, if you use the http:// then that hyperlink is going to be clickable. Okay. And so that's the most important thing. And then we got some quotations. I put a couple of mine in there. Just having fun, right? Because you want people to know that you have personality. All right, we're going to talk a little bit about recruiting with Facebook later. But I wanted to show you one other important thing. When you do a status update, okay, you can basically just type and then you can click post. All right. Now, your default here may be set to something different. Public means that this will be public. It will be, even accessible potentially in the search engines. Friends means just your friends, just people that are friends with you. So friends of friends and other people won't be able to see it. I would recommend making most of your things public, but you also have more options. Okay. And what you can do is you can post things just to, let's say just to family, okay, or just to, so you can make a group of real friends, like local friends or something, and then you could select that group, okay, and then that post would only go to those people in that group, okay. So if you have, a few people that you like on Facebook and you want to kind of connect with them, but you don't want to post marketing stuff, like you have a grandmother that, would get upset by that, or you would feel embarrassed by that yourself, make a group, put those people on a particular list, okay, and then just post to that group, okay. The other thing you can do is only me. That's basically for your own records. I don't use that that much, but a lot of apps use that, okay. And then custom privacy. This allows you to share it with different people or different groups. So you could share this with family, and then also with Marie Torres, and also with John Kalan, or a different group. I could share it with my group called Whale. And you could also do it this way, where don't share this with family, right? Okay. And then we can save the changes. Okay. Then you've got a custom thing. Okay. So that's very powerful because I think a lot of people don't know how to do that. This is how you tag someone in the post. If you're with someone, you'll just type someone's name, and select tag, and you can tag multiple people. I think up to, there's a certain number, maybe like 10 or 12 or something like that. This is your location, so you can remove that if you want, or change it to something else. This is how you upload a picture. Okay. Well, actually, let me do this one first. So you can do feeling, and then click there, and then feeling, tired, feeling great, whatever it is, right? And then this is a picture. So what you can do is you can go to your picture section. Let me find some pictures here. And then I can select a picture, let's say. Okay. Just testing this out. Okay. And let me select actually only me just for this, so I can actually publish it. And the other thing is you can actually add multiple pictures. Okay. So if you add multiple pictures, what's going to happen is Facebook's going to make a little spread for you. All right. And what they're going to do is automatically do this. Now, this is a big tip right here, guys. See, when you scan the thing and people see one photo, it pops out, but it pops out even more if you have like a grouping of photos. Okay. So use that to your advantage, because it will definitely, catch the eye, and they'll just set up this little grouping for you. Okay. The other way to add photos is here. You can add photos or videos, and I'm not going to upload a video, but it's the same idea. Now, it is worth mentioning that instead of just posting in a YouTube link, which will also show a video in the news feed, like if I was going to go, let's see. All right, let's see this.
California Chrome is one that.
All right, so this is all right. So if I post this, and actually I could have customized that before I click post. This puts a video in your news feed, but it's different if you upload a video of yourself. Okay, because if you upload a video on Facebook's platform as opposed to YouTube or whatever, as people are scrolling, if they pause over it, the video will actually start to play automatically. Okay, and they just started doing that. So that is pretty pretty important to recognize. So all right, so a couple other things that I want to share with you in this video is these things down here. You can use Facebook as your fan pages. So these are some of my fan pages. So I just click on that, and then I'm on this fan page, and each fan page has its own image and cover, right? And again, when you update your image or cover, that's the kind of post that tends to get a wider reach. Okay. So let's see. I would not worry so much about using Facebook as a fan page for right now. That's just me personally. I just like using it as myself. It's a little bit easier. So here's where you create a page. Manage ads, all that kind of stuff. But under settings, there are some things that you can do. You can update all this stuff. If you click this button, this will actually download a copy of your Facebook data, so you can, download some of your pictures and stuff like that. I would also recommend, when uploading pictures or albums or something, if it gives you the option, always upload in the highest quality. It will take a little bit longer, but I think it makes a better, better record and a better, better all around. Okay. So that's some security stuff, some privacy, who can see your stuff. These, allow people to put stuff on your timeline or don't. Blocking, these are people you can block. Notifications, again, this is in groups you can turn off the notifications on some of those things. Mobile, follower settings, if you want people to follow you, there's a little code that you can put there. And that should be pretty good for now. Yeah, okay. So that's good for now. I'll get into more recruiting in the next video.